Hi, welcome back to another edition of Gray Hair and Tattoos. My name is Lonnie and today I am going to give you my tips on how to apply Saniderm to your new tattoo. So be sure to like and follow and let's get going. Today we're talking about Saniderm. Now you're asking yourself, you're like, well, what expertise does she have to tell us how to use Saniderm? Well, truthfully, I don't have any expertise other than the fact that I've been getting tattooed now for about 28 years. Also too, I have used Saniderm to heal quite a few of my tattoos. I've done social media posts before and I gotta tell you, people are very emotional when it comes to Saniderm, and they're very emotional when it comes to healing their tattoos. My video isn't going to say whether you should heal with Saniderm or you shouldn't heal with Saniderm. This video is going to be strictly just me sharing my tips with you, everything I've learned about Saniderm, and if you do want to heal your new tattoo with Saniderm, I'm gonna try to make it as easy as possible for you to get the best results with your tattoos. Now let's pretend you just got a brand new tattoo and you're sitting in the tattoo chair. My tips for Saniderm are going to start for the day after. If you wake up the next morning, if you still have any sort of wrapping on from the day before, get rid of that, and then you want to wash your tattoo. Make sure you use fragrance-free soap. Doesn't really matter what brand, so long as it's fragrance-free. So you wash your tattoo, you have a clean towel, you want to pat it dry. Don't rub your tattoo, pat it dry, wait like 15 or 20 minutes. Let your tattoo completely dry. In that time that you're waiting, don't put anything on your tattoo. Don't put any healing gel, don't put any Aquaphor, don't put any lotion. Do not put anything on your tattoo. Just wait, let it air dry. Once you know your tattoo is dry, you're gonna get your Saniderm. And this is what Saniderm looks like. It looks a lot like a sticker that you would put on your car. It has like a little grid on it right here. So then that way you can kind of gauge how big of a piece you need when you're cutting your Saniderm, because it comes in a big old roll like this, kind of like cellophane or aluminum foil, something like that. Then you cut your little piece of Saniderm, peel off the back, just like that. You apply it, and then this paper here, you peel that off. Sounds easy, and it is. My suggestion is this. If you have a large tattoo, if you have one that's going to be like, let's just say you have your complete arm done, it's going to be difficult to wrap it up and not get a bunch of air bubbles. I would suggest doing is cutting smaller pieces, putting them on, making sure there's no air bubbles, and then putting on another piece. You can kind of patchwork your Saniderm on so long as it's not like super overlapping, but you want the pieces to touch each other, because ultimately what you're doing is you're making a waterproof barrier, so that way you have skin, tattoo, Saniderm. You want that protective waterproof barrier so that way no germs get in, no water gets in, and it just allows your tattoo to heal underneath the Saniderm. Once your Saniderm is on and you peel it off, you can shower with it. Like I said, it is waterproof and it is there for that reason. It is a second skin. And by that, I mean whatever you would do with your real skin, you can do with your second skin. You want to still be careful with your tattoo with using Saniderm. It just gives it that extra protection. So that way, if you're sleeping and you rub on your sheets, it doesn't have like that feel that absolutely drives me crazy. It allows you to wear pants if it's on your legs, or longer shirts if it's up on your torso. It makes it a nice little barrier between your fresh tattoo and any clothing that you're wearing. So you have your Saniderm on and you wait. You wait 5 days. At the end of 5 days, what I always do is I jump in the shower, I let it get all nice and wet, and then you peel it off. At the end of 5 days, chances are like the little edges are already going to be pulling up. I just get in the shower, I get it nice and wet, and then I just slowly but surely peel off my Saniderm. And then there's your new tattoo. On your Saniderm paper, you're actually going to see the outline of your tattoo. And the first time I did that, I'm like, I just peeled off my tattoo. Don't worry about it. It's just all that skin that is healed. Like if you heal it the old-fashioned way, where it starts to get all dried off and it sloughs off in the shower, the same thing's going to happen, and it's going to be on your Saniderm. Let's just say you put on your Saniderm and all of a sudden there's like one of those like puddle of plasma. You know, we've all seen them on TikTok where it looks like they have a water balloon attached to their skin. That's not good. You don't want that. If that starts to collect, take off your Saniderm, wash your tattoo with your fragrance-free soap, let it dry, and reapply it. You want it to be a sanitary situation under there. You don't want it just to be like a icky mess. I mean, it might go viral on TikTok, but you're putting yourself at risk for having an infection. So if you start to get those puddles, just peel it off, wash it, reapply it. Regardless how your artist sends you home, if you already have that Saniderm on there, don't keep that original Saniderm on. Take it off, wash it, and reapply it with fresh Saniderm. Again, the whole idea of this is to keep it sanitary. You need to wash it one more time before you have your Saniderm on there for that 5 to 7 day period. If you're applying your Saniderm and you get like a big old air bubble, what I do is I'll take a pin, like a safety pin or a sewing needle, I'll sanitize it, and you just give it a little, just a nick. Just enough for the air to come out, and then you just press it down, and you want to get all of those air bubbles out, because what you don't want your Saniderm to be all nice against your skin except for one little air bubble where there's air, and then you don't want like an infection or any kind of germs to grow. So just like I said, just nick it, just get that air out, and then push it back down. With Saniderm, it is a second skin, but you still want to be cautious. You still want to stay out of the sun. You still don't want to go swimming. It's waterproof. It's waterproof to the point where you can take a shower. It is not waterproof to where you should go swimming or in a jacuzzi or anything like that. It will help your tattoo heal, but you still have to have some common sense and stay out of the ocean, the pool, or a jacuzzi, even with Saniderm. I hear all the time that people use Saniderm, they do all the steps, they put it on, and they start to get a reaction. Sometimes people have an allergic reaction to the adhesive that's actually on here because, again, it's a sticker. It's like a big Band-Aid. If that happens, I recommend just taking it off, no harm, no foul, and heal your tattoo the old-fashioned way. Personal experience, I used a second skin product that wasn't Saniderm, and I had one of those reactions. It just itched, it was uncomfortable, and I didn't like it. When I went to go get tattooed with Austin, he asked me to please heal his tattoo using Saniderm. And I'm like, yo, dude, I can't. I'm gonna have an allergic reaction. It happened last time. And he's like, you know what? That happens sometimes. Sometimes with the Saniderm, you can have a reaction one time and not the next time. He's like, try it. If you don't like it, remove it. I tried it and it healed perfectly. So if you've had a bad experience with any sort of second skin, try changing brands. It doesn't necessarily have to be Saniderm. I'm just using this as an example because this is what I own. That's it. That's my tips on how to use Saniderm. It's so incredibly easy, but sometimes we get really kind of weirded out because it seems super complicated. It's not. You just wait the next day, wait 24 hours, clean your tattoo, dry your tattoo, air dry your tattoo, apply the sticker, make sure there's no air bubbles, wait 5 days and remove it. That is how easy using Saniderm can and should be. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. I will try my best to answer them. I highly recommend going to Saniderm's website. They have an amazing website with a lot of information. They cover a lot of topics of what if this, this happened, what about that? They're all about educating you on how to use their product. So if I didn't cover it, I guarantee you Saniderm will. So as always, please remember to like and follow, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye.